Hey guys, it's Christina. It's a little after 8 o'clock on Friday, March 22nd, and I'm a little more awake than I was earlier. I got in at 12:10. Well, wait, let me rewind and tell y'all. I ended up leaving here a little later than planned. There was a couple outside that had caught their Lyft or Uber or whatever. It had pulled up right by the curb, you know, to leave the hotel. So I figured I wasn't going to have any trouble catching Lyft. Well, I even had I had the front desk guy wait outside with me just in case, because, you know, especially since it was getting dark, and I was like, well, you know, somebody's here who can see, so I figured he could help me. So, the app told me that my ride was like 3 minutes away, and, but there was a car that was like just sitting outside, you know, on the street. And so he's like, well, that might be your car right there. I think that's it. So I walk up to the car. It was a guy on the phone in the driver's seat, and eventually he told me, he's like, ma'am, close the door. So I was like, oh, great. So I closed the door. It's raining, by the way, this whole time, and foggy, and there's puddles everywhere on the street. And so the guy from the hotel was still outside, and he's like, that's not it? I'm like, no. Anyway, so he disappeared, of course, as people do, because they just don't get it. And so anyway, so the app eventually said that the driver was there, and so, you know, I was waiting outside looking to see if I saw any cars, you know, slowing down that looked like they might be it. And it turned out that the driver had already drove past me. He was at the corner. So I had to walk down to the corner where the Gap was, and, you know, the Gap store. And so I had to catch, I mean, it was holding up traffic a little bit, but he had just turned the corner, and so he picked me up right there. And, you know, I mean, I made sure it was the right car, obviously. But anyway, so I made it over there, and the guy drops me off at the curb, and he says, oh, the theater's to the, you know, he's like, you're going to the movie theater? I said, yeah. He said, the theater's to the left. So I get out of the car, I go to the left, and I'm seeing all these little shops, and what he had dropped me off in front of was this big marquee. So I thought, well, maybe that's it, even though I didn't see where it said IFC Center on it. So I walked back over there, and thank gosh, I got there. I got to the door, and it's funny, because, you know, I mean, they have a ton of doors right out front there. But I got to the door that it just so happened, I was opening the door, or I was about to reach for the handle, and somebody comes out the door, and it turned out that it was Pollyanna and her group. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was so worried I wasn't gonna make it here. And so anyway, so yeah, so we went inside. We were kind of cutting it close, actually, and I wish I would have gotten some food, you know, because I was hungry the whole time. But anyway. So the movie went well, and then the audience really liked it, and it was a short Q&A. It was shorter than the one in Austin. But anyway, so I guess the movie ended around 9:30, something like that, and thankfully my friend who was supposed to meet me there ended up making it, and, you know, I didn't find this out till the end of the movie, but anyway, she showed up, and so yeah, so we went to go eat, just the two of us. We went to go eat at a diner nearby. I don't even remember what the name of it was. But anyway, so I got, what did I get? A chicken Caesar wrap and some fries, and you know, I mean, I was hungry, but, like, I don't know, I didn't want to keep my friend too long at the same time, you know, so I just kind of nibbled at my food, and we talked for a while, and, you know, I mean, even though she said she didn't have to be home right away, I was still kind of worried. I was like, oh, you know, I want to keep you on schedule, or try to get you home before you really have to be there, you know. So anyway, so we ended up, it was still raining, by the way, and it was freezing cold. It must have been, I think it's like in the 30s or something, and it, you know, it didn't get this, I mean, it gets in the 30s at home, but I'm not usually out in it, for one thing, or if I am, it's when the sun is up. But, you know, I mean, it's like New York, I don't know if it's their normal springtime or if it's still winter to them, but anyway, so we go outside, we catch a lift. Unfortunately, neither of us knew the address of the place we were at, so the lift ended up being across the street. So I went across the street and I had the lift, it dropped me off and then dropped her home. And then, so I got home at like 12:10 and, went to sleep. For some reason, I started to wake up at like 5:15. And so I had to tell myself, okay, go back to sleep. Because I felt like I was awake because obviously I wanted coffee. I wanted food. I wanted hot food too. Even though the breakfast here doesn't start till like 6:30 or something. But anyway, I went back to sleep for like 2 hours and took a shower, and oh my god, when I I got downstairs today to get breakfast, I was a little confused because there was no eggs, sausage, bacon, like there's no hot food there on that normal side where you get the hot food. And so I heard the one guy, employee, was like picking up the dishes. And so I said, hey man, where's the hot food, And, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, that's part of what I paid for, that's part of the deal, you're paying for the hot buffet breakfast. So, so he's like, oh, I'm sorry, there's a malfunction, we don't have any of that today. I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me? All right, so it is about, it's like 11:58, something like that. My friend is gonna meet me downstairs for, and I say friend, but I haven't seen this girl in years. But anyway, she's gonna meet me downstairs at like 12:10, 12:15, something like that. She'll meet me right inside the hotel. I was gonna have her meet me outside, but then I remembered it's freezing cold out there, and I don't have an umbrella because I'm one of those people that will forget my umbrella everywhere. Cause when I'm if I use my umbrella per se, and it's wet, then I don't want to be putting it back into my bag, So I tend to put it on the floor wherever I am, and then I forget it. So yeah, we're supposed to go get some lunch and do some shopping. We'll see how the weather is. I'm really worried about flying out tomorrow. I keep hearing how bad the winds are gonna be and everything, and I'm always worried that the pilot's not gonna use his best judgment. We're gonna end up being flown into some extremely dangerous weather, and end up crashing or something. Just trying to ending on a cheery note, but let's just try to focus on today, and I'll check in with y'all in a little while. Hey guys, it is 6:10 on Friday night, and I got back probably maybe like an hour ago. I did, well, no. Maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, something like that. So I met up with my friend Belle downstairs, and then we went to Brooklyn. They have a Joe's Pizza over there, so we went over there and had some pizza. I got 2 slices of pepperoni. I'm not sure what she got, but it was good, so that was really cool. And for the bottles of water, and I guess for, I don't know, maybe for other drinks too, they actually have a recycling bin. And so I hadn't finished my water, but I did finish my pizza. And so what I didn't realize is that the recycling bin and the garbage can were right next to each other. So I thought she was throwing her empty plate into the blue one. And, I thought, well, maybe, for a split second there, I thought, well, maybe that's not a recycling bin, maybe it's just a regular garbage can. But then that's when she told me that the garbage can was right next to it. So yeah, we finished our pizza, and then we went walking around. There was like a little, I guess kind of like a mini mall type thing, kind of close by, and we went inside and looked at, I don't think we bought anything at the first shop. No, we didn't buy anything at the first little shop we went to. And then there was another one right next to it called Think Closet NYC, which from what the cashier was telling me, they sell like one-of-a-kind type items. So we went in there, and I almost immediately found this black velvet dress to try on, and they didn't have any other sizes of it than the one that was up there. So I was like, okay, let me try it on and see if it fits. And it's a little challenging to get off of my arms. but you know, it's stretchy in the body and it fits really good. And the sales lady liked it, Belle liked it, and actually the sales lady told me, she said, I can't believe we haven't sold that dress already. She said, you know, that there was somebody even in there that day trying it on, still didn't buy it. So she herself was going to buy it by the end of the day if nobody else did. So I guess it's kind of good that I came along and tried it on and really liked it. And so I got that, and then so my friend got herself a scarf. So she was like playing with it, tying her hair in different ways, you know, trying to figure out how she's going to wear it. And actually it's funny, she told the lady about the fact that I had the movie premiere last night, so the lady was really interested in that, and she gave me a high five. She thought that was that was cool that I was there for that. So then we went to Belle's favorite vintage store, and oh, I don't even remember the name of it at the moment. But anyway, we went over there, and it's funny, all the clothes that each of us tried on ended up being way too small for us. I tried on, I think, like 2 dresses and a jacket, and they were too small. And then she tried on a dress, and it was too small for her. But there was a cute little kitty cat, so we took a bunch of pictures with the kitty. I don't remember the last time I found a cute little animal, you know, at a store that was really friendly and would come up and let you pet it and everything and take pictures. So that was fun. And then we headed to a bakery. I thought it was going to be just like a quick grab and go type of bakery, but it looked like a fancy restaurant. So we went over there, and I think she got like a cupcake and a decaf coffee or something like that. And I got a hazelnut coffee and a chocolate chip cookie. And the good thing about the chocolate chip cookie was it was like really fresh and like, you know, like straight out of the oven. So it was really, really good. And but yeah, the waitress, like, we asked for milk, she didn't bring milk, and you know, I was hoping she was going to bring us more napkins than what had been wrapped around our silverware, and she didn't do that. So I didn't leave her much of a tip. So we left from there, we caught a Lyft, and, you know, luckily my friend was with me, because, you know, Lyft didn't end up picking up right in front of the diner. They picked up down the street, so luckily my friend was able to spot them. And so we, you know, got in the car, and, you know, she rode back with me to Manhattan to make sure that they dropped me off at the right spot, and then she went to work. So yeah, it's been kind of an eventful day. I came back and took a shower and ate the rest of my chicken wrap from yesterday. And yeah, you know, tomorrow the plane, I think, is supposed to leave for like 1:30. So I have to be at the airport for 11:30, so I'll probably try to leave here by 10:30, I guess. You know, and like I said, I'm still nervous about flying out tomorrow. I hope everything goes okay with the weather. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.